Welcome back to Summer League Racing here on F1 24, and we are here for the return of PSGL. We have been demoted to Tier 4 from Tier 3 last season, which, by the way, the season finale was actually at Bahrain as well, so we're racing this with a relatively close timeline. Now for this one, you can see the calendar, 9 rounds, which basically takes us into the new F1 game, give or take, and we start out in Bahrain and finish in Abu Dhabi. Now for this one, we are teammates with Lewis Welch in the Alpine, just like F1 2021 back in Tier 2 back in the day. If you guys remember, then we're running it back once again for this one, and I'm looking forward to it. Now let's talk about Bahrain. In that episode I mentioned before, the season finale last time out, we did not do particularly well in terms of, I'd say, single lap pace. However, our race pace was pretty good, and I sped into the pit lane, which basically ruined my race, but I actually, started basically last and finished in the points. So I know I can do well here. I've just got to try and qualify a bit better. Now, unfortunately, the timing of this race wasn't ideal for me. I was in the middle of a house move at the time, so my days were quite long, and I didn't get much time to really practice. Wrong gear. Now, we're currently looking to try and get a lap on the board. I basically restructured my practice for this one, and actually the majority of my time went into a race simulation, because that's going to be what I'm kind of leaning on as my strength in this one. So qualifying could be a bit of a second thought. I just want to try and get a clean lap and not embarrass myself and try and PB in session. There is a decent lap there if I can put it together, but we're going to see if I can deliver. So we've done our lap. We're now currently finishing our first timed lap, and we're going to get an idea of where the pace really is. Now, so far it hasn't been a terrible lap, but I did run the wrong gear through turn 4. For some reason my wheel missed a downshift, so not exactly ideal. Now into the last corner, looking to try and open up the entry here in 4th gear. A little bit too much inside curb. We slide on the exit, not the cleanest run. Over the line we go, 126.7. Nope, well, let's sort this out. Come on. Now then, for this one, second attempt, currently 15th. I think the pole time is going to be somewhere well into the 125, so we need to ideally find pretty much a second, really. So, underway, down towards turn 1, braking at the 100-meter board, down to 3rd gear, get the rotation, and then get on the power as soon as possible to get the exit right, as we basically match our previous run out of there. Turn 4, brake at the curb, down to 4th gear, and trying to touch the inside curb, and then let the car just open up on the exit.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
A little bit of a slide on the way out there, so didn't really gain as much time as I hoped for, but we do get the line right through here, and we do find a bit of time through the kind of 6, 7, 8 corner combo. Now then into turn 9, which feeds into turn 10, down to 3rd gear. We get the braking and rotation spot on here, and we carry that momentum into the exit. So 10.5 up. It's still not what I'm looking for though, time wise, in terms of general lap time. They just, I just can't seem to get the lap that I want underneath me. We find a bit more time through 11 and now through 12 and 13, just trying to claw back any time possible, as we see a new PB there, a 125.8 from P1. So that kind of gives you an idea of what the pace is around here. Down to the last corner, we messed this up terribly last time. This time we get the wrong gear. We're in 5th gear, so again a missed downshift. We do find time, but not as much as I'd hoped for at this stage. Still not great, but it's an improvement of sorts. So currently sitting on a 126.4. I believe a 0.0 is possible, also based off my practice runs, and if I could do that, I'd be very happy. The issue on this run is our timing is a little bit wrong. We're a bit late. So either we commit to this or we have to bail out to go for one more attempt. Turn 1, we gain on entry, but we don't gain on exit, and definitely not after that snap. So not exactly ideal. We know there's time here, because last time we had a bit of a slide on the way out, but this time we missed our apex, and we're just not. No, this lap's in the bin. We're not doing it. We're not putting it together, and it's not working. So yeah, that's going to be our lap over. So we're going to try and race back to the pits. This is going to be close.
You're not going to make it.
No, I'm not making it, no. I just realised, yeah. I'm not making it. Could take a shortcut and accidentally not have footage.
You can try, I guess. Up to you.
This ain't going down well. And I don't have footage because I took a shortcut or two, maybe. I'm not going to make it. Oh, no. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'll get out of the way. Unfortunately, on the outlap, I didn't even realise there was someone right behind me. So, I not just cut the corner, but I also blocked Alessandro Finn on his lap, and also no footage means I got quite a heavy fine. I have a back of the grid qualifying ban plus a 5-second time penalty next round. Hey, let's go, Lewis. Come on.
See what the others are.
Bro's actually going to 10th off the PB for once.
Oh,
Don't sugarcoat it. Tell them how I really feel.
big twat.
So, in a nutshell, just to kind of go back on that previous point, for the next race, which is Brazil, regardless of what happens here today, we will be starting from the back of the grid, qualifying ban, and wherever we finish in the race, we're going to have to add 5 seconds to our time. So if we get a 3-second time pen for track limits for Brazil, we're going to be in trouble. Anyway, for this one, we qualified 17th. It isn't what I hoped for. I reckon a 0 was possible, but even that would have only given us around P10, you know, pretty tight in that region, really. But yeah, generally, I just couldn't quite put the qualifying together. Over a 10th to the next car, so no complaints on our pace. It isn't good. Either way, I'm not concerned about this. My practice was focused on the race, and our race pace was good last season in the finale. So let's get into it, and let's see how the main event goes. Now, this one is a very straightforward track. Soft, hard, hard, soft. The medium is a terrible tyre. We go to 5 lights, and we're underway for the brand new season of PSGL. We get an excellent start off the line there. Give me that. Jumping the McLaren and getting a bit of an advantage on Alessandro, but we're going to just filter it through on the outside here, cautiously through turn 1. We back out into turn 2 to not make it 3 wide with Alice and Jay. So we'll just take a back seat. P16 for now. Everyone just dicing for position. We get lunged, oh my god, either side at turn 4. So just trying to take evasive action really at this stage as the car goes off on the right side there. We've got the Sabre, who I think has damage, and you can see you've got Jay on our right side, so nowhere to go. Heading through turn 8 side by side. Slight bit of contact, but we keep it on track now, racing down towards turn 9, turn 10. Again, don't want to overcommit, because if we get it wrong here, we're going to get instant damage, and we lose the exit, so Jay gets the run. And now Bogdan behind us, looking to move as the Sauber and the McLaren ahead also battle away. As it's all going on, Bogdan commits to the move. Okay, why is there no front end? Lots of understeer. Can't tell if maybe I had a slight bit of contact. Either way, we lose out because of it, and we're now down to 19th as we're behind also Patrick as he goes around the outside. So yeah, not ideal. Poor start. Well, it was a good start, but tricky, man. Oh, the car feels really heavy. Genuine shame, you know, good getaway, good start, kept it clean, but then a bit of battling and we lose out.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Now, in the meantime, Sasha Neeb looking to get through, but we cover him off well using the flatter tarmac on the inside line on the pitch straight, because there's a lot of bumps on the racing line. We're going to settle in P19, so we're down 2 spots from where we qualified, and we're going to see what our pace is like.
P15 has wing damage.
Yeah, I thought so. Now, I believe that's the kick Sauber from before, so he's still struggling, as I imagine from what we saw before, and that's now becoming apparent that he's struggling for pace, and Bogdan having a hard time getting by. Uh-oh. And it looks like Patrick's also trying to get involved. Either way, we don't want to get involved in anything stupid here. Just keep it tidy, keep it clean. Patrick with the move into turn 8. We're going to set up the exit, and you can see the damage there as we get the traction, and we're through. So back up a place. Slow progress.
Bogdan on 29.
Now, with that key information, Bogdan, I believe, does not have DRS on the train ahead, so there's a split, and we've missed it. So we need Patrick to go. We're also going to use that battery info to pass Bogdan, who's basically empty by the time we go on the pit straight, and hopefully Patrick can drag us back to the train. Right, this guy was all over the place in this race run that we did, so... Oh, death.
Green flag.
Yeah, you're going to have to get past him.
I want to just take a half a charge on this one before I go. Now, because of that contact, there was a gap in the train ahead, and basically when gaps in the train appear, it allows everybody in the train to move up and drive into that empty space and basically gain time, so they can pull away a little bit. And you can see the gap is starting to increase here. Patrick wasn't quick, just struggling, and the issue here is that, as I mentioned before, we did a race sim and he had a couple of moments, had a spin as well, eventually retiring. It didn't look good, and unfortunately it's not translating entirely, but it is to some extent. Oh mate, as you can see, running deep into turn 1, just missing apexes, also not doing the best job of, you know, managing the battery. Yeah, it's not looking great at the minute, and you can see the gap is not coming down to the cars in front. It's not going up at this stage, but it's not coming down. Now, I'm trying to do what I can, but it's very difficult around here. Good to see Patrick got the memo there. Oh, got Stroke's gone.
Okay, clear.
I nearly went with him. So if one car falls out the train, they all move up, so you lose ground. And exactly that, the same thing has happened again. Gottschalk spinning has allowed the cars ahead to basically drive into the space that he was occupying, and they can all move up in the train. So it means we can't catch. You can see the gap now is 2.5 seconds. We've really started to lose time. Patrick is struggling for pace. There it is, on cue. The Haas on cue, boxes. He was the only person to start on soft tyres. Everybody else is on the hards, and he is now boxed on his scheduled lap as a train call. Which is annoying. The pace is really good out in this group right now. We can't catch. Now, that makes it difficult. When the pace is good and everyone's behaving in the, in the train, it's hard to catch. Now, in the finale last season, we were able to hang on, even though we didn't have DRS. Eventually, we got back in. No, this ain't gonna happen. Unless that group gets really like tight. There's a lot of concertina going on.
It is starting to, but it's very clean.
Oh shit. Oh shit, what's going on? Okay, that wasn't too bad, it could have been a lot worse.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
No, that does not help one bit, unfortunately, having a bit of screen freezing, but we're going to make amends and get by. Bogdan does not make it hard for us, as I think he knew we screen froze, so he's going to let us go and get back to where we were, essentially.
They're battling, but I don't think Patrick just doesn't have the pace.
Okay, you're within 1 second of the car ahead. Get ready to use DRS for the overtake.
Now, at this stage, as we mentioned briefly before, the field is starting to get really compact. There we go, come on. It's go time.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
The issue is we're not taking advantage. Patrick is barely catching me now on the straight, and he's low on battery as well, which is just not ideal. These two are not quick enough for me to swap with them.
They're 4 wide. What are they doing, man?
Yeah, we'll catch on this one. This is the lap, come on. Bogdan got dropped out of DRS range, you know, it's just not working, so I can't swap with anybody. However, when the field gets compact, people brake early to avoid running into the back of cars ahead, and suddenly they slow down. Oh, there's a wing. This was the lap where it really kicked off. Now, they're all, you know, in a train compact together, but they're battling and they're all losing significant time and wing. There we go. There it is. I think Oliver's got damage. Can't tell. Literally within a lap, we gained over 2 seconds, and now we're back in the mix. Whoa! Does Oliver have damage?
Yeah, it does.
I think he does.
Does he? No.
That must have been possibly from the hairpin.
Unless he was the one who had damage to that hairpin.
That just cost me DRS because of that. Oh, bollocks. I'll try and get back in again. Now, the detection point at turn 1 is, you know, just before the corner at the braking zone. And you can see here Kai slowing down, letting some cars through on turn 8. So Kai's got damage.
You'll need to get past him in this next straight.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm planning to do. So he's struggling for pace. He might or might not have DRS, but we're going to try and go. They're going to burn ahead though, so I'm probably not going to get in. Now, originally the plan was to undercut our way to the train, but suddenly we're just about managing to hang on and, you know, keeping contact, and also we're getting DRS now, so we're just staying there. Might nick that, push the brake in a lot. And that's really helping us. We're not going to get DRS here, which is a shame, but we're looking good. Not quite. The longer I can go, the better.
Yep.
You got a lap in mind, Lewis, that you're looking at?
I don't know yet. I can't remember what I went last time. Did I go after you last time?
You went 1 lap after him.
So I went 17.
Yep.
I need to go.
You'll probably need to go 18 on 19.
You killed your tyres in that stint, I remember that.
I'm on a different setup now, so it might not be too bad.
I mean, in the test stint we did, you had 1% more than me, so it was better than last time, wherever you were running. So now again, because we did this race recently last season, both Lewis and I ran out of tyres at the end. We boxed lap 16, 17, and we basically hit the cliff. So this is why I want to go long, because I know what can happen, and things are looking a bit healthier.
Right, Tom, just recharge off the back of Lucas this whole lap.
What's the plan? Suddenly, I feel like we're in the mix again. You know, if we can stick with these cars and this train, we're not in too bad of a shape.
Oh, I sped. Oh, man.
Right, off the battery, Tom, don't need to use that much.
However, speaking of bad shape, Lewis, 10-second time pen for speeding. Unfortunately, he was doing so well.
Pit now, pit now.
So he's going to be probably out of the fight in this one. Not a bad in lap, even with mistakes.
Yep. Careful, pit entry.
Now then, into the pits. Let's not speed. We've had a bit of a bad run lately of doing this, and I don't want to get that reputation, so we're going to just take it easy and not overcommit. We gained, might just nick the RS here off Damien if I'm lucky on pit exit. We gained actually quite a decent bit of time on the in lap, about 3 to 4 seconds on these two who were swapping around and working together, so our pace was excellent at this stage of the race on hards. That was a good pit. Oh, we're going to be in that second group, well that last group, hopefully ahead of the kick.
Yeah, you'll be ahead of the kick.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Now the best thing about this is we're going to have great tyres here to the end of the race. Now side by side, oh that's my fault, ran a little bit wide there, I'll let him have that. Cold tyres are just understeer at turn 1, so bit of contact, so I'm happy to let Patrick go, but he's not committing. I ain't got battery for this. He's got DRS, but he's not going, and instead we let Steven go, which is suboptimal, and that was a very inefficient pit out or pit rejoin on our outlap. So yeah, lost quite a bit of time there. That wasn't ideal. Where's our hard runner?
Hard runner is in P1, but the softs runners are on him already.
Well, that's going to be our chance to hopefully get the field compact a little bit.
I think second, third, and fourth right now have not pitted.
Oh shit. Oops.
It's important you get past them because these two are just not quick.
Yeah, I can tell.
And you have better tyres.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
So we're going to start making moves. We've got a warning as well, as you saw. We need to put these tyres to work and get our pace on. See what this guy does on this lap.
Just not. He's not fast at all.
And it's the same story as before. We've got way more pace. Now the good thing is we have the freshest tyres pretty much. So we're going to be quick all the way to the end. Now we've got Tim Tornamo here who hasn't boxed, I believe. Same story for Sasha Neeb. We've got the person who's on the alt strap up the top, now dropping through the field on his old hard tyres and getting overtaken by everybody.
Also Sasha Neeb, Peter, and he's on hards. He hasn't stopped yet.
Not exactly ideal. This is going to be my fastest lap attempt, so there is a point. This is the one. So this is still the same lap, and I'm pushing and using all my battery here because I want to see if I can go for the fastest lap, but also get DRS on the pitch straight on Sasha. And here is the detection point right here. Yes, come on. Managed to drop Patrick as well. That white line as the curb begins into the last corner, and we have got DRS, which is huge. We've got no battery, but it's about efficiency, and we've made multiple moves this lap.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Now, I'm not sure why the game's saying that, but either way, we're going to pull to the outside and get a clean pass on Sasha. Keep momentum rolling. Next car, Aaron Raminguez. Can I get a net position update?
Net P9.
Is Aaron one of them that stayed out, or is he the one that boxed really early for hard?
No, he was a soft to hard runner. So you're basically P8 right now.
Okay, that's fine for me.
If you get past him, and then obviously with Louis' pen and Isaac's pen,
Yep.
you get those two positions there.
Isaac, 3 seconds?
Yep.
Okay, I've got to get closer then.
Safety car, safety
Oh my
car.
God.
No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number
So
positive.
stupid, like we're 3 wide, you can't just move across.
Too low and we're going to risk a penalty.
I don't really
Slow
want
your
that.
pace immediately.
That was going like, I was simmering pretty nicely on its own. I didn't really need that. Fuck.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Can I serve my 10-second?
It's going to fuck me though if you serve that, because I can't box.
He can't. Tom can't box if you serve it.
But I'm going to go off the track. You go ahead.
Cheers. Now that is critical teamwork because it means I've still got a shot in this race of getting something out of this. I don't like this because that's going to get such a dirty race. Well, that work is going to mean nothing.
Can I serve my pen? I can, right?
You can.
Now, my fear is that everyone's going to go for broke and it's going to be Demolition Derby.
If I get another pen for it, I'll get another pen. I will. Got a pen and a wing change. Let's go.
Cheers, Lewis. Appreciate it. Only Isaac got the penalty here, Leroy.
Yeah, so you're effectively P6 right now.
Which is where I thought I'd probably finish if the race would like naturally, if it had taken its course over the last 3 laps, because I thought my pace was pretty good at the end. But
Yeah.
this is just, I don't like because it's a lottery. So I don't want. It's just like, if you get lucky and you keep your car clean, don't get any damage, and don't get any track limit penalties or anything like that.
But Lucas is on 40-degree tyres.
Good to know. So, let's get to the restart. I would have been happy without the safety car because I think I had the race in my control with fresher tyres, but it is what it is. No, he's gone. It's time to go racing, and we get a brilliant restart on Lucas here. I'm on the wrong side.
Green flag.
Of course, Leroy giving me the info. We know his tyre temps are cold, much colder than mine, so we can use that to try and get involved. And everyone's just moving around everywhere here, so we've got to pick a line. We go outside at 1, but we go 3 wide, and we can't make it work, so we have to back out for now and live to fight another day. Just be careful to not give up a position here to the cars behind us. Now, Aaron Raminga's looking for a pass, and actually, I leave a bit of room. It's a very late commitment from him to go for that pass. I mean, that was late. And I couldn't really react in time. It was like a half-hearted dive bomb. Either way, onto lap 28. Crap.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
I want a little bit of a run up in case anything happens, rather than be right up beyond someone. Lose momentum. I know 3 cars behind get by. We're going to go on to this last lap with 2 warnings. Now, as I mentioned, I've given myself a bit of space in case something happens. At the minute, we're finishing P6 on track with Isaac's penalty, which is exactly where I thought we was going to finish without the safety car. So, anything other than that now is really a bonus. And you can see they're battling ahead. I've still got a nice bit of charge. I haven't used a lot. I've been able to keep my position as well. But now suddenly, there's contact. Damien Curiel goes half round for a half spin, and we're net P5. We're net 3 wide. Balint, Isaac, Lucas into the last corner. We're going to prepare the exit. We go down the inside, and we've got all that battery to dump on the run to the line, and we're going to gain more places here.
Nice. On to the next one.
Let's fucking go.
Was that P4?
It's P3.
What?
Fucking podium.
P3? Excuse me.
Let's fucking go.
Should have held you up.
That was a very good demotion. Hey look, think of it as, had you not let me through, we'd have no podium. So, think of it that way. Even more thankful now for that. Absolutely massive podium, first podium on this game in anything that's PSGL or WOR, which is huge for us. Very, very happy with that one. Long time coming. We actually had a brilliant season last season in WOR. We got a P4, almost got a podium there, but PSGL last season was miserable. I actually had better pace than my points and standing position showed, but this time we get the break, we get a bit of luck, and it all works out. We go from P17 to P3, at one point P19. Brilliant strategy. The race pace was on point, and the race simulations paid off. Now, officially, in terms of final results, there were a few changes here and there. Balint actually finished ahead of me on track, and he got a 3-second time penalty on the very last lap. Literally, you can see in the footage at the hairpin out of turn 10. The issue is, his pen was actually removable, but he made an incorrect submission in the stewards forum, so his submission to remove the pen didn't work, so he couldn't get it off. So we get a lucky break, which I thought was going to be P4, but we finished P3, and I'm so pleased with that. What an incredible finish. Isaac actually got his penalty removed, so it could have almost been P2, but it is what it is. We'll take it. Excellent day at the office, and a podium, guys. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Subscribe for more. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members, and we go into round 2 with Brazil in mind. A 5-place penalty for the race, a back of the grid, no qualifying penalty, but it was all worth it for that podium in this race here today. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Ciao.